Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with surviving as a trader in space and a few quick updates for you guys, and we decided to turn off defense shield. So let's get started. All right, so I pretty much will and probably lose my voice relatively soon, as you can hear it, but I'm trying to get through it as much as possible. So we finally decided to get rid of defense shields both on NPC and for myself, because if I knew how to read correctly, or actually read, defense shields on the mod description does say you need weapon core, or important note, it does need the weapon core to work properly. So right now, the way we had it before didn't do much at all because our vanilla weapons ain't gonna penetrate the shields basically. That's the reasoning for why it takes forever to kill or shoot down a small little reaver. So instead of keeping it on, I decided to turn it off entirely for both the NPC and myself. I'm not even sure why I had it on the NPC in the first place. I thought one of the mods or enemies, NPCs actually required it, but it didn't. So we turned it off. Let's see what happens. So those are the two mods I took off. I'll leave it in the mod list anyways. Probably add the weapon core in the mod list so that you can have that in there as well if you are going to play with weapon core and defensive shields. But with that said, it is going to be a little bit of a change. I don't know what it did anyways to removing the mod. It got rid of the control table right here. I'm pretty sure it got rid of the shield itself right over here. Yep, that's gone. And more importantly, in some ways it's been cheesy if the case is that, you know, we turned the whole thing off entirely since the beginning, then we wouldn't have field emitters. So I've been dismantling that to get like iron and gold. So in this case, it's been a bit cheesy, unfortunately. But whatever 900 or so that I had left is no longer here. So a bit cheesy, but also at the same time, I got rid of that cheese in this kind of series right this moment. So what is going on now? We are assembling some large steel tubes still. Okay, so without the field emitters, I won't be getting as much gold or as much iron going forward, but we did use a lot of it to build like the jump drive and everything like that. So we'll keep the jump drive. We're not going to get rid of it in this case. We're just going forward, since I took it off. Now, we're not going to have shields on ourselves or on NPCs. So it's going to be a bigger mess of a ship fighting kind of situation. So with all that house cleaning stuff done, let's get started with today's episode. All right, so we're still producing the large steel tubes and everything like that. So we're waiting for that so we could sell it. And I think we were planning to make a few new batteries, I think right over here. Yeah, I think that was the case. I wish I could make it there, but that's a bit of a slant. One thing that we should make also is a projector. Since we got rid of the shields, we can at least project around the current base or ship, so that if we do get damage, it'll be easier to repair than trying to guess what all these shapes are. And I'm thinking we're gonna need a lot of heavy armor plates as well, or heavy armor blocks in this case. All right, once that's done, we should be able to go into the base and sell. We can check what's in the acquisitions as well, and then we'll move on building out our ship a little bit more today. Again, projector is a new ad for this new scenario without the shields for both the NPC and myself, so we'll wait for that. Oh look, we could buy a plushie. All right, was this here? We only needed 406. Why they make 1,000 or so? That is a bit curious. All right, whatever. In terms of acquisitions, what else is left? Superconductors, I think we have 55 of them, so we could sell that if we want to. I'm not going to. Probably going to keep it for now. And here's what I was talking about, the plushies. You can buy this here. Kind of pointless putting it here, but usable in some cases. All right, so there's about 3,000 kL of hydrogen, so we can probably use that on this one. We'll buy all of it. Only half a mil for it, so that's not too bad. And it doesn't update anymore. It updated the other day. I don't know why. And now it doesn't. So we're pretty filled now on both hydrogen tanks, which is great. But is there anything else we can buy for our needs currently? I think we're good for now. We do have 6 mil, 6.4. We could buy more weaponry if we really need to. Although assault cannon is quite pricey. We could sell some stuff as well if we need to, but probably not. Too bad I can't buy uranium. What I really need to do is gather what all this potentially costs and buy and sell on the other space station that's nearby. So then that way we could truly do some trading here. So I guess I'll pull up a spreadsheet again and kind of jot down kind of more generic stuff that we could potentially sell. Which is going to be these things, not just like the ammos and everything like that. So we know how to buy it and sell it in that case. Okay, so that should be all set. I have pretty much everything right here put on my spreadsheet, and we could grab the averages as we go by, so we know what's in between. But we could also do like what's the highs and lows too. So for the most part, I grabbed more generic items like canvas, detector components, displays. I did take the Gatling ammo, because I could always buy it. I want to know what my low buys are and not my high buys. Interior plates, medical components, reactors, did rockets as well, because we can always break down rockets when we need to, and steel plates. Also did the zone chip. Zone chip, I don't think it's something we could sell, but did it just in case. I don't even know what the zone chip is for, except for making a safe zone kind of thing. Yeah, safe zone. That's it. I wonder if I could just use this to get it as a shield. Pretty sure you can make it for a movable ship in that case. But yeah. So that's pretty much what we're going to do in terms of that. Oh, not haulings. Interesting. There's a lot of repairs here. So even this one, scavenger has been targeted our equipment lately. Check our equipment for damage return in top conditions. This 37 minute mission for 90k seems a bit rough. Seems a bit horrible, bad to do if there's gonna be re-respawning. So I mean, we could just try it for fun because we haven't tried it yet. And I'm not even sure if we're waiting for anything except for making batteries. So let's just do it for fun and see how it goes. I mean, the worst that can happen, we lose 4 reputation. So that's not too bad. But 37 minutes, not a lot of time. All right, let's take that contract. And looks like we gotta head 9 kilometers away. Jeez. Now, we could be making this a little bit easier by just doing the jump. If we want to do a quick 9 kilometers. I highly doubt we want to do that, but that is a possibility. And I think we finally drained out all of our uranium, actually. Because on recharge, on my batteries, it didn't show any power whatsoever currently. So, alright, if we travel 8.2k, we're likely going to spawn something. So, I hope that's not the case. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. So we got to repair here. We got to get there, see what we need to repair, I guess. And we'll just assemble items and repair from there again and fix it up, see what happens. Once again, I've never done a repair mission. I know I've been playing this game for quite some time, but haven't really tried it out. So, kind of exploring some of the vanilla aspects of the game as well, to be honest. But here we go. All right, so we're moving along pretty fast, so that's not too bad. with going forward with the backward thrusters off, we got 18 hours of power, but with the ion thrusters on, we ain't got that much power. So we definitely need to add more batteries to our ship, and we also need to add or find uranium as much as we can. All right, so I don't think my turrets are on, which they probably should be on. I'll leave them on and make sure that it targets everything except for neutrals. We don't need a target station. Ships and everything like that, fine. And about 3K away. Looks like we'll get there relatively soon. I think we could slow down at about 1.5 kilometers by putting on our brakes. Our brakes being our backwards thrusters. Here we go. We'll turn that on. And we're slowly coming to a stop. We might need a lot more thrusters to kind of slow us down even more, because even at 1.5, we're gonna surpass. It's a satellite, it looks like. We're gonna surpass this a bit. Okay, so we need to stop at 2 kilometers or get some more thrusters on this boy. Big boy. Alright, we're gonna slowly drift in there. It looks like we need solar panels or solar cells, which is something we probably don't have. And we could get as close as possible if we don't crash into it. And we do have the front connector, so we can use our front connector to grab items where necessary. I mean, again, if you put a welder in front, that'll make life easier too. Alright, so let's see what we need to fix up. Most of it is good. It just needs a little bit of TLC on the steel plate side. I think we have solar cells, maybe not. Looks like we don't. I thought we had some. Guess not. We can always produce. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. We can always produce some. And while we wait, we can grab. Oh, there was some in there. I just don't have enough. Alright, let's get some steel plates. We have 12K of steel plates. That's actually a lot. It looks like it's just the solar panel that we need to fix up. Yep, that's pretty much it. We also need girders. And we're good. That it? That should be it. That's fully repaired. Just repair here, and I did. Oh, what else is this? That oh, there's some more steel plates on the side of it. So kind of played a trick on me right here. There, done. Easy 90K, and it's gonna fly away. Okay, so that kind of worked out. Simple, easy little thing to do. And I guess while we're here, we can do what we wanted to do and add a bit of a projector out here. I mean, we probably shouldn't do it out here, but I'm going to do it anyways, to be honest. So we add it right here. Again, not the best idea, but whatever. Add that right there, and we should be able to do a projector or a projection. Trying to find a good way to do this so I can see it all. So projector right here. Well, you know what? First thing we need to do is blueprint this on ourselves. The newest iteration of this must ship. And then we'll put this here. The blueprint, projector, blueprint. Let's go to filters by date. Here we got the must ship right here. And that's projected like so. Okay, so obviously projecting it like that didn't really put it in its right place. So we got to turn this thing around a bit. So it's upside down, it looks like. And to the side. That should do it. Okay. Now we gotta move it forward and down. We gotta move it forward or left. Yeah. Forward a few blocks, left a few blocks, and then we should be good to go. All right, forward a few blocks. To the right a little bit more. I think I'm gonna bring this thing down a bit. What am I looking at there? That is the refinery, right? Yes, it is, with the speed mod. So that's that. Oop. And then forward by 1 or 2. Where are we? There. I think we're good. All right, so that should work out. So if any cases where our ship gets destroyed, let's just say, for example, this speed module is gone, we can add that right back, like so. So that's the good part of that. And guess what, since we're at it, we can just finish up the speed mods if we need to. Although we should really put yield mods here instead. Okay, so we came from this base, the SL base. We need to get to the CG base to start selling what we have in our ship. But before we go ahead and do that, we could definitely add a lot more thrusters where we need it to be. Like, say, another backwards hydrogen thruster or forward thrust and everything like that. So I was kind of thinking putting maybe large ones here would be a little ridiculous, but it'll get us going really fast. I mean, we probably don't need large ones just yet, but we could put 2 more hydrogen thrusts on each side if we need to. And I think we're gonna do that for now. And we can use the ball version, which the ball version is this one here, the industrial one. So we could put a few thrusters or a thruster right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put another junction right here, and then we'll throw in the thruster on each side right here. Although, yes, I should have done that before I did the blueprint, but it should be fine. So put one here, one there, and one here, and that shouldn't burn anything down, I hope. No, it shouldn't. Far enough for everything else. And of course we could add a backwards one as well. So it looks like we should turn this into maybe a conveyor right over here. Well, shoot, you know what? Keep that. We put a conveyor right here instead. For now. And we put this block here. And we should be good to go. Throw in hydrogen right here. Why can't I grab... Or maybe I ran out of metal grids. I really don't have that much metal grids. We should. I feel like something's going on that one. Nope, we are out of metal grids. That's interesting. Yes, we are. When did that happen? Why does this assembler hold so much less than this one? You know, I didn't realize that until now. What? Is it 2 different types of assemblers? No, they're both the same. That is actually pretty interesting. Why one assembler is 1,000 liter, the other is 4,000 liters. I am super confused by that, but it's pretty interesting too. We're out of cobalt. That's the problem. So that's not good. Cobalt. There's cobalt in a gravity component, and I have a decent chunk of that stuff. So let's just sell. Let's dismantle 10. Ooh, gravity components have a lot of mats. And I think I got most of these from salvaging and wreckages and stuff like that. So I could probably just dismantle a full bunch of these, actually. Look at that. Got 1,200 worth of iron right there. 366 cobalt. Out of 5 components. So, okay, that's not too bad. And now nickel is another problem. Is that the case? For real? We don't have any nickel. Do we? Nope. Great. So that means I have to dismantle some motors, if anything. So, yeah. Just when I thought I was going to be able to do a lot more repair missions. Nope, we're still missing a lot of mats. So, likely not going to be the case here to do more repair missions. We could probably do the cheaper ones because it doesn't look like it takes a lot of mats for the cheaper ones. We could always buy the mats. But of course, that doesn't really help too much in that case. And I don't think we need too many more metal grids for now. I guess if I find another wandering trader, I'm going to just start buying all their metal grids because they sell for really cheap, which is great. All right, we'll add that there. We'll add another steel plate right here for fun. And we should be good. We should get more thrust power this way. We have our... Oh, we didn't even finish this one up. That's great. And we need a ton more metal grids. What else has good amount of nickel? Not much. Detector components, we can get rid of that. However many we have, we don't have too many. Should be able to make a little bit more now. But of course we're out of cobalt already. Ooh. That was quick. Alright, we'll just get rid of more gravity components. That should do it. And one thing we could do, Gatlin's, as much as the range it gives us 800, shooting at 800 ain't gonna do too much. So, and they use the Gatlin ammos, which is pretty expensive. Do we change most or load up the ship with some interior turrets? Although it's a lot of manual loading in terms of putting the bullets in there or ammo, but we could use generic ammo, pistol ammo actually, and load it up all over our ship if we need to. And that way we can shoot down a lot of stuff. Well, at 600 meters, more than 800, but 600 is still a decent aim at that point. But we could think about that in a bit. We just want to get this together first, I guess. There's a thruster, give us a little more thrusting power with hydrogen. Wow, I'm just missing 3. Great. And I don't even have enough to make 1. Jeez. Alright, good enough. Got the one I needed. Alright, so now we have basically 2 hydrogen thrusters to stop us now. And more on the side. Well, actually we have a ton on the side. We have 3 now total. 2 backwards. Nope, 3 backwards actually. So our front was lacking more than anything else, which we now fixed. But the only thing is that now we have to fix all the thrusters in here. And I was about to say, I hope I didn't break the NPC mods, but I see an NPC right there, so that kind of works out okay. Alright, let's do our thruster groupings. So we have that going. Alright, that's all set. And like I said, do we want to do a bunch of interior turrets? Instead of Gatling turrets? I don't know. And decoys. Another thing we need to add is decoys for sure. So decoys we can add. We can almost add on this side or add a few on this side since it's kind of empty on this side. You definitely do something like that. Decoys we can even do either with beam blocks or with these pillars. You can always do pillars. Might not look the greatest, but could do fairly well. And how much does a decoy even cost? It doesn't cost too much. It's not terrible. So we could put pillars on the side here, for example. We stretch it out a little bit past our headpiece there, kind of like that. And we'll throw a decoy right there. Of course, that'll be shot down with the easiestness, if that's even a word, but I'm fine with that. It didn't cost too much anyways. We could cover it up if need be with some panels and such, but I don't think we need to. We'll leave it as that. What can we do with this? Probably nothing, right? Let's see. Decoy. Toggle on off. Yep, didn't have to do too much with it. It really does look odd by just adding it like that, but I'm okay with that for the time being. Yeah, just to hold off from being attacked and getting destroyed with missiles and such. We can add more, obviously. And we can add one going down as well if you want to be on the safe side. But for now, I'm going to leave it as one. I might change this up eventually for... Actually, yeah. I might change it up for something else. Maybe some regular blocks and such. But we'll leave it going like that. If we want to add a few here or one here, we could do that too. I think we just add one here. 2 blocks away this time around. And add this thing here. And these are just precautions just in case of missiles and things like that. And it just adds some weird funky designs to it, to be honest. But it should be okay. All right, let's add one peeking out down here just in case. Although I would hope I don't get shot from down here, but it's possible. All right, that's all set. Got a little bit of decoys, a little bit of power wasting balls, basically. And of course, we can do some Gatlins and stuff like that on more on this ship too. So where can we tack on some Gatlins on this side of the ship? Looks like over there is the easiest part. And whatever's underneath here. No, that's not going to work. It'll be nice to have most things up top, but we could put some on the bottom. Not a big deal. So even down here, we could do a Gatlin turret. A missile launcher would be helpful as well, but we're not going to do that just yet. We'll put Gatlin here. But it looks like we need more metal grids, so that's going to be a problem. So we got to get rid of more things that has nickel and such. And cobalt. We have a lot of detector components for some reason, so we can get rid of that. I think we made those to sell, but it's fine. I'm going to get rid of like 50 of them. So we can have more metal grids. We can use our other assembler to do the metal grids. We'll make 50 for now. But we just need to arm ourselves a little bit more than we have now. So definitely Gatlin here will work. Will be helpful. Ooh. Oh. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so we'll add this Gatlin turret here. Which is missing the metal grids. Perfect. That should draw from, yep, our main inventory. And we should do, it's at 600 meters. We'll do it 800. It's fine. I mean, or maybe 700. 800, I mean, it does good warding shots, but it doesn't really help much. We don't need meteors. We don't need rockets. Small ship, large ships, and characters are fine. We don't need station. And we're going to do weapons for now. So that gives us one extra weapon on our ship, which we only have a few right now. Not much at all. Look, 1, 2, 3 Gatlins instead of a lot more that we need. We could definitely throw in a whole bunch of interior turrets up here. We need to. On the rear end, we could add one, but I don't think we're going to add one there. We got one right here, actually. We should add one there. There's another Gatlin right here. So Gatlin turrets. Let's just do 700 on each of these just in case. We can all do the same thing, right? No meteors, no rockets. Small ships, large ships. Characters, because the NPCs. We don't need stations. Neutrals are off as well. And everything can be, right now, for weapons. And we'll manipulate those if we need to later down the line. But I think that will give us a little bit more to work with in terms of shooting things. In terms of interior turrets, though, 600's max. I do want it to shoot rockets if it can. To minimize the shots that we can potentially take in. We can add more up here if we pipe it up a bit. I really think I should just get rid of this. I don't need it, but that's fine. If we pipe it up this way, we're going to get rid of the lights up a bit. I think. Where is this light? Yeah. If we put it here... Well, if we put a Gatlin, it's going to be right in the middle. It's going to be right here, so that's fine. This is not where the light is. So we could just pipe it up this way. So we do a conveyor junction right up here. We'll do a... I guess we could do a piping system up there. We got this catwalk in the way. I'm just going to do a... conveyor junction? No, I think it looks better with some kind of piping system. Like that. And we'll arm ourselves a little bit more with the Gatlin turrets. We need... I think we need more nickel, right? We'll put this one right over here. And we're fairly armed right this moment. However, we do want to put one over here as well. This one that I'm going to put here is going to be... the custom one that I wanted to do. How should I do this? It does need to be conveyed in as well. So maybe, if I conveyor it here, what's going to happen is that I'm not going to have access to certain things. But we could get it attached to this hydrogen tank if possible. So we got rid of that. And that means we have to build it a little bit above. Which I prefer the rotor to be just underneath a little bit more. In some ways, I gotta get rid of this oxygen tank. It's pretty bad being up here anyways, along with the hydrogen engine. I really don't want to put a rotor too high up. I'd rather have it kind of conveyed. It's not going to be conveyed over here. Almost impossible to do that at this point. Best spot's right over here. Or right over here. Shoot. It's the way it's designed. Unless we manually load it. But that's another random issue that I wouldn't like either. Alright, so maybe we'll think about that a little bit later. We need some energy anyways, and we can get going towards our beacon. I don't see anything else spawning, so hopefully I didn't break anything, to be honest. But again, we still have that incon over there. All right, let's go to this one right here. Adding the extra thruster, one extra thruster, it's not really do too much. It helps, but not by a lot. I think when we make this ship a little bit interesting is adding most of the weapons on the yellow ship there. And actually have the decoys more on that side too. So then if we get shot, at least we can get rid of that side of things if we're in danger and keep this side. We definitely need to put more seats back here too, just in case we get shot down on that seat. But we're gonna have other seats to be available for us to sit down and kind of defend ourselves. So we could do some flight seats or something like that. Let's just grab this one. We'll probably use some kind of flight seat or big old control seat like this. Probably this one here. And it'll give us some ability to move around as well. So, or we put it back here, which is a little bit safer. We'll put it here, and we'll put one here. And those are just our precautionary seats in case this one gets shot down first, which is easy enough to get shot down. I remember getting shot with a missile with a shield, and I died from it. Although my helm didn't, but I did, which is kind of odd in another aspect of it. Okay. That was a interesting hit that knocked me kind of downwards. We'll fix ourselves up a little bit. And we are definitely getting a lot heavier. And I think it's mostly because of the stuff that we're carrying. So if we get rid of most of the stuff we're carrying, we should be okay. Either we dismantle everything or start selling a lot of stuff would be probably an ideal thing to do. Alright, we're locked in. Can't make these just yet. We have to be outside and we need to make the batteries as well. But let's get inside. See what we can sell really quick as well. Alright, so from here we can sell like bulletproof glass, computers, and so forth. Okay, so this makes sense. Let's put this on the spreadsheet. Alright, so if we compare a list of things we could buy and sell, by average it would be a little bit easier and helpful, but looking at my spreadsheets, I can put a little screenshot on the side if anything. But the common thing that sells from the other station and I can buy from the other station and sell on this station. It's kind of like detector components. You can buy at $31.35, but we can sell it for $28.65, which is not a profit, obviously. That's just one example of it. But it looks like displays, interior plates make sense. I think we had it at a discount at $182. We purchased that and we could sell it at $193. Not a big profit, but small little profit there. But metal grids for sure, we could make a profit out of that if we sold it or bought from the welding merchants. And everything else is a little bit off. So we could buy steel plates, but we can't. I don't think we ever bought it this cheap. Yeah, I don't think we ever bought it that cheap. Our cheapest was $11.84. So none of this really works out unless we get more rep, I guess. But interior plates seems to be working out because of the reputation. All right, we need it. Okay, so this is the starter ship Mark 1. That's what we took from the Mayday, actually. So if we bought it, we can actually see what the rear part of it's supposed to look like, but we are not gonna spend money on that. What is the cheapest large grid? Is it this one? 17,000? Is that even a large grid? Yeah, large car. Well, there's a small grid, large car container. So I would hope this is a large grid, but I'm not sure. It should be. Ooh, this is a nice one. All right, we've seen these already before, but just kind of reviewing it again just to see what we can potentially aim for. I think 17 mil is our first one we can look at in terms of something small and compact for a large grid. If it is a large grid, I feel like it's not. Kind of looks like it though, but could be wrong. Because even the space pod is about 40 and it was pretty well equipped. I mean, still minimally equipped too, but I guess the other one's a lot less. You always buy it and see, I guess. But here's a freighter that's small grid. This is definitely small grid, so I guess that other one might be a large grid. Yeah, this is 24 for a freighter. This one here. So these we can utilize. And this ship actually looks like a good extension to the rear backbone of our ship. Extending from our starting pod, potentially. That would be nice to do that. Small steel 2s to make 39. That's not even worth it. $4 million escorts. Oof. That's a lot of traveling. That's to another planet, basically. Got a little bit more repairs. So repair-wise, we could do this one. This is pretty cheap and easy to do. I probably want to do acquisitions from the other base instead, because I do need to head back to that base eventually. Actually, no. I don't need to head back once I do these, so it should be okay. Here's another one that's 167. Should we do that? No, let's just do a cheap one again. Actually enjoying doing these really quickly. And I guess you don't have to travel too far when you're looking at the cheaper ones as well. Not much to buy here, but we do need to buy more things with nickel so we can create more metal grids if necessary. Hopefully this one doesn't need anything with metal grids, but there is a chance that it does. And we're going to travel right there. Probably not going to aim at it exactly because I might hit it by mistake. More than likely something I would do. So let's just try to be careful of that. I think power-wise we are pretty all set. Our reactors are probably done with the uranium. Yeah, they are. So no more uranium left. Unless we dismantle some stuff with uranium. I think we're okay. Gatling ammo, we have a decent chunk of it in here. Oh wow. Yeah, decent chunk. This one's missing some, so we should split that up if we can. I think it took all that was in my cargoes already. Yeah, it did. So I gotta buy more, if anything. And these are assault cannons. I have some. All right. So once we get this thing repaired, we should think about making that custom turret that I really wanted to make on top of the other ship. I mean, why am I traveling so slow? 1K itself, we're just gonna try to slow down as fast as possible. I should have slowed down a lot sooner, but I didn't. We go sideways a bit to slow down because sideways has more side thrusting. Alright, we definitely flew a little too far away. Not by too much. 200 meters. It's not as bad as before. And it's the same thing. The satellite-like thing. I don't think we have much solar panels still. So that could be a problem. And that's as close as it pretty much feel comfortable. I'm pretty sure we need steel plates right here. And then just the solar panels and girders and things like that. So easy 80,000, not including what I spend on it. So there's that. I wonder what the ones that cost a little bit more, like how much is that going to be? Okay, so we have a not artillery, assault cannon here, and this is the backbone I'm talking about. We can add the other ship right back here, extending from here to here. Should look pretty cool. But we want to add a custom turret. Here's another interesting thing we could do. We could add a custom turret on here instead of having a helm there instead. That's would be an interesting idea as well. We don't necessarily come in here too often, so maybe we do that. I don't know. Kind of tempted to do that. But with a custom turret, I really want to put it kind of right here, but lower than where the conveyor junction is for that too. I mean, you don't have to, it's just more ideal that way. We could just do this, just to add a bit of a block or something like that, or maybe something smaller like this, if anything, I guess. I mean, that's not going to help much. And of course we do the conveyor junction here on top. Yeah, I would try to mitigate any surface area to get shot at. That's what I was trying to do. But if we were to add the rotor here and then the hinge here, it's just so high up that just doesn't make sense. That's why I wanted the rotor a lot lower than that. So this is not that, it's definitely not going to work out as I would like it. So what can we do? Get rid of this oxygen tank would probably make the most sense, but that does require me to offload that oxygen, which we don't have much room to do so. The other thing is to pipe it straight from down here, but in order to pipe it straight down here, we need space to do that. So we can pipe it up here straight, but I don't think that's directly above where that is for the piping that's necessary. But that doesn't work. I'm gonna put these seats up really quick. Okay, so definitely would be nice to have a custom one here for sure. Like I said, we could put it in there for now. We're gonna do advanced rotor, right? Like that. And this is where we put the hinge. That sticks up a little bit, not by much, but that's where the weak points are, right? So once this gets shot down, we ain't got a custom turret anymore. All right, so that's what I wanted to do, and then of course put a conveyor junction here. Or we do a pipe. Let's do a pipe. Can we do a pipe? A pipe junction. Yeah, let's try it. So basically this is what I wanted to do. And we could put a camera on it as well. Right over, that's actually perfect. Like so. And now we can surround this with weapons. So what weapons we want to put here? We could do a rocket launcher if we want to, but it's just a little too much. We could do assault cannon or auto cannons. Auto cannons ranges not the greatest. I think it's where is it? The auto cannon, I think it was at 600 at one point, but I could be wrong. We already have assault cannon, so we don't really need that. We could put a railgun, but we don't need a large railgun. We could work with smaller weapons on the hinge if we have to. But I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to leave it large. We could do reloadable rockets is one thing on one of the sides, so probably back up here if we need to. I guess we could do auto cannons for now. I think auto cannons only one size, right? Yeah, it's just the small size. All auto cannons small size? Yep, auto cannons on small size, so we can't do that. We could throw in our own artillery, which is a turret. Oh, jeez. No large versions of all this? There isn't, so we gotta make small versions of them. Otherwise, we just got the regular turrets. Yeah, it looks like that might be the case. Everything is just turrets for a large grid. And we want small grid, that's when you have the other options. So I guess we have to do that. That's kind of unfortunate, but let's just do that. So we'll just do... We could put a small head in here. That's not 3x3, but let's not do that. And we have the conveyor junctions here. Right, so the sides... No, the top I want to rockets. The sides I could do this. Or ideally this way. So like say the reloadable rocket right here, we could put it this way. Like so. So that's got its perfect aim system on that way. Oh, I kind of did this wrong. I should have done it a little bit different. So I was thinking of putting it like this, actually, not like this. So we gotta flip this thing around a bit. So that'll be this. Perfect. And of course, if I didn't get rid of the reloadable rocket, you can just put that right back. Hopefully that's the right way around. I hope that's the right way around. And I'll shoot our rockets if we need it. And we could throw in whatever we want here. So either assault cannon, autocannon, or it. No, the artillery was a large one. So if we wanted to do a custom one, we would have used artillery as a large one. Jeez, I should have done that. Alright, it's fine. We could do autocannon. Although autocannon, well, range is still 800, so that's not too bad. So we could do autocannon there, autocannon here. And then also an assault cannon here and here. We can't place it because it's too close to the hinge. But we could put it on the outside here. Probably not the way to go, but let's see. A railgun would be possible. Definitely would be possible, but I don't think we have the power management for it. I guess we could just load it up with autocannons for now. Is there anything else I could put here? Well, we could throw in some Gatlins too. So it'll be one of these things here. Could do the warfare one. Right here and here. And of course we could cover this up a little bit too. This is going to hit the bottom for sure, so we can't really do too much about that except for putting like a plate and everything like that covering it. Could be fairly pointless to do something like this, but might as well do it. Give it an extra protection it may need. And we'll probably do heavy instead of light, to be honest. It doesn't look like I put anything here either, so that's not going to work. Alright, so we'll cover the rest of this up with half blocks and such. Yeah, we also need a camera over there too. So we'll throw in... Oh, I can't put the camera over there? Aw, man. Alright, then that means top mounted camera. That works, okay. We need small steel tubes. Alright, so we're pretty much locked and loaded now. Of course we could just do some more blocks here to cover it up. We should really work with heavy blocks, but there's really no real point in doing heavy blocks either, so there's that. Okay, get that protected a little bit. I'm not sure what we could put here, but can we put an LCD screen in here? We could, I think. No, We can't place. Oh, it's half blocks. I can't place it. I could have just put that there instead and put a picture on there. Or even put a light panel or something instead. I kind of want to put a light there. So let's put some kind of light over there. What's a good light that we can use? A spotlight's fine. Small one. Okay, we got a reaver on our butts, actually. That's interesting. We definitely don't want that to get too close to us now. Alright, 6K away and heading closer to us. Alright, we gotta get out of here. And to which base? The SL base we need. Where's the SL base? Down this way. So let's get going. It would be an interesting fight to have now. But probably not worth it. Because I have mostly Gatlin should help. Yeah, he's on my tail. And still gaining actually, so that's scary. Alright. We are at 100 meters per second. So we should lose them, hopefully. Alright, we're losing them now. Perfect. Woo! That's a little bit scary. We still don't have the programming block or custom turret controller up anyways, so that's another thing. We can add that. We could probably add a small one, but I'm just gonna add a large one here for now. We can add it somewhere. Here's fine for now. Okay, so this is a small hinge, I would assume. Hinge turret. And the advanced rotor turret as well. So then our custom would have the rotor as the azimuth, hinge as the elevation, top mounted camera. I should rename that. It's fine. All these are my weapons. We could do. I'm gonna do 700. Aim for these guys. Not meters, not rockets. Small ship, large ships, characters. No station, and oh, we're about to crash into this, so I had to get off of that really quickly. I'm gonna turn on my thrusters. Get a little bit of power, but okay, crash into this thing a little bit better. That sounded really rough. I think eventually I'm gonna break a base somehow through the shields by doing that. All right, let's not lock in just yet. Get back to the custom turret controller real quick. I think I got everything good to go. We'll aim for weapons for now if we do AI. And we do that by enable AI right here. If it's not enable AI, then we control it. And this is what we see. It's the top mounted camera. I'm not liking the top mounted camera. I'd rather have it right in the middle so I can see a little bit better. I gotta kind of figure that out. May have to sit on a block or something like that. Let me get off of here. Or out of the safety bubble. I should have put that ship on the left hand side. Cause keep going right to exit. Okay, so there was a little bit of safety net. That wasn't gonna touch the bottom. I could have put half blocks or something like that. If I could put a camera, if I could put a camera here, that'd be perfect, but I'm not sure why it's not letting me. So does that mean I just put a regular tall block here in the camera? I guess that kind of works. And we could just do something interesting like this. They're blocked. Well, regular slant, I guess. Or a regular slope block would do it. Nope. That's so odd placement for it. And this is off of it as well. That's interesting. Now, that's not really glued on properly. Right. We'll leave it looking like that. Alright, so that's the turret camera. We could edit the bottom piece a little bit better. If anything. But for now, even now, we can just add a plate. Extra protection. But this will help us a little bit. It's armed to the teeth, but once this gets shot, forget it, it's gone. Alright, so if we go to custom turret controller, we're going to put the new camera up and running. There we go. So we do control now. Yo, I still don't see. Oh, why did that just float away? I don't know if it's gonna transfer over. No, it's not going to because we don't have it set up to transfer over. Not yet, at least. So that means we gotta pop open the bottom to reload it manually for now. Or we connected. I don't know. Right now, not much we can do about it. Except for maybe put a small cargo container here. Which might be our best bet to easily load it up for now. Bit odd, but it's gonna work. A little bit better this way. Ooh, metal grids once again. Alright, so in this case, if we needed to get any Gatling ammo in there, we'll just grab it from anywhere here. I'll just grab like 6 for now. And throw it in here. We need to get some auto cannons. Ammo, so we can load that up as well. And we could start shooting that if we want to. But again, the camera's there, so that helps a bit. Although I can't see the guns at all. I don't know if it's going to give me a red dot or not. Okay, I'm shooting now, so that's good. Doesn't really tell me how much ammo I have on it. Let's see, Gatling Warfare. All right, we got some of the, there's the ammo there. All right, perfect. That kind of works out for our custom turret. All right, let's get locked in as we just did. Oh, we still said we need batteries. Okay. Not worried about that just yet. We still have decent power, so it's okay. We have no more uranium, so nothing to recharge our ship anyway, so we can wait. Let's see, contract wise, acquisitions, that stinks, and that's decent, which we do have. Maybe we just turn it in, you know, sell some easy 2 mil. All right, selling wise, can we sell anything decent here? Not really. Buy wise, oh, look at that, bulletproof glass, 962. All right, metal grids we're running low on, so it's something we need. And they don't sell it. Great. Okay, that's fine. Hydrogen tank. Oh, I think we still have our hydrogen engine still on. That's why we're depleting so much more. Oh well, we'll buy more. Since we could afford it anyways. Yep, we'll buy the rest here. There we go. We're almost at full capacity with our hydrogen tanks. That's pretty good. We buy motors for 2014. That's not that bad. It's just more about metal grids. How can I produce metal grids a little bit better? Gravity components. I could definitely sell that more than dismantling it. Alright, let's just do one quick hauling and call it from there. I mean, repair. Ooh, cheap one. We're gonna do that. And we need solar cells for this too, I think. It's probably the same one. We'll produce it as we go. I think we have enough parts to do that. If the door doesn't play tricks with me. We'll just produce 100. Alright, we're good to go. Let's just do this hauling, call it a day. As we made a few good bucks today. We're at 7 mil still. Haven't really moved from there. Haven't seen any new trade stations either, so that's kind of a bummer. We could travel back to the other trade stations. It wasn't too far away, I think. Or did we did it? Yeah, we did a jump, so that's actually pretty far away. We need to find other bases, actually. Or beacons that is surrounding Europa. I hope there's more, but if not, it's just these two that's nearby, which isn't too bad. But still, point proving that is you still can't really trade too well and make money even from jumping from one beacon to another beacon or one station to another station. It looks like minimal profit, if anything, unless your reputation's fully up for one or two of them. Then yeah, that would be more helpful. But for now, not much we can do about it. Looks pretty crappy at this point in terms of trading like that. Definitely mining based yield mods is the way to go. But of course I don't have yield mods, so that is not going to do anything for us today. Alright, I think on 2 kilometers, that's when we should put our brakes on. Right about now. Ooh, we got a Reaver Thrasher coming towards us too. Alright, that is not going to be great. I hope it's a small ship. They might even think about fighting this thing. All turrets are on. Yeah, all turrets are on. So, should we take the risk and fight this thing if it gets too close to us, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be very close. I do need to fix up, not fix up, but we do. Ooh, we're going to crash into this thing.